about different cultures. So I'm from the South.
All right, start over. Here we are, new video. But do the camera thing so I can pay attention and move this. All right, here we are, music. Ronnie, he made it. We're starting off. I already started a little bit without him. Because I put it on the calendar, by the way. I'm like, I'm going to get up. I'm going to finish. I had a deadline. I'm going to finish things and decompress. Like all this stress and everything. I marked today as karaoke night. Because when I was here before 5 years, you know, I met interesting people. And I thought things had been different since I've been gone 5 years in the Philippines. But we did karaoke there, you know, and it was kind of like block party. It had that feel, you know, go out on the street, everybody, you know, you can just crash parties, everybody was cool. And I thought, you know, and I'm watching the news, and that's what I'm talking about, all the crazy politics and religious, all the crazy stuff and everywhere. And I'm thinking, oh man, and I'm trying to tell her, we gotta go back there and deal with this. And there's good things. There's good things and bad things everywhere and people and all that. I just want to say that. But I'm thankful I met Ronnie. I'm thankful you. I'm just thankful. It's a blessing.
So it's a blessing to meet you too.
And I'm back, and I just run my mouth, because I had a lot of bad, you know, a lot of bad shit happen, a lot of bad stuff. But shout out to the Philippines. I gotta move this thing. And shout out to the Philippines, all the karaoke. That's one thing I missed: the beaches, the karaoke, and the sexy ladies. That's like Ganda Babae, a sexy girl. So if you met some Filipinas here, you probably don't like me saying all that. But hey, Ganda Babae, that's like Bonita Mamacita, you know, in Spanish. And I don't know, it's just sexy lady, right? How do you say? Would you
Beautiful
say
lady.
beautiful, pretty girl, beautiful girl, like that song? Beautiful girl. All right, cool. So back, you already made it, and we were just talking about music, and I always feel a good vibe with Stevie Wonder. And I woke up, I'm like, because I'm trying to detox, you know, I mean, health-wise, lifestyle, people, everything. I'm back, and I'm kind of in culture shock. Like what you're saying, you feel like, yeah, I can't believe I made it. I'm here. You know, it's got good and bad things. But the people, we got to get the people with a good vibe together, you know, because I know they're out there. And anyways, but music, explain to her East Coast, because I try to, you know, school her on like, because I like hip hop, old school and all that, but even without that, even 80s, I like new wave. I like mixing it up, you know, like P. Diddy did with the new wave stuff, you know, with the samples.
So me, I'm a old school, new school. It's called on how I'm feeling at the time. You know, like now today I was feeling Juvenile today. You know what I'm saying? Like the rapper Juvenile, I was feeling him. He got a song called 400 Degrees. I was feeling that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I felt today. You know, tomorrow, normally on Sundays, I always play Christian music, which is one of my favorite group singers and groups and stuff with Marvin Sapp in them. So, you know, in the South, man, we totally different from you know, Utah right here. Totally different from certain parts of the West Coast. Our food is different. You know, the way we eat, the way we carry ourselves. A lot of people from the South, we wear jewelry, we wear gold teeth. You know what I'm saying? That's just our culture where we from. You know, a lot of people call it flashy, but that's just us. That's our recognition of us. You know.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like in the West Coast, like they had the car culture thing. They got the rims and lowrider.
See, like, yeah, they got the lowrider. See, we ride fancy cars. We ride cars too, but see, we ride big rims though. 30-inch, 28s, 26s. You know what I'm saying? Cadillacs with the bold tires on them. That's a Southern thing. See, in California, them guys, they do the hydraulics and stuff like that. Us, we'll take our old school and put some 30-inch rims on it. You know what I mean? Some 30-inch rims on it with the trunk beating like it's double dutching. You know, that's just the South. You have different cultures, different places. You know, it's good to bring.
This is good, interesting, because if you meet a girl from Philippines, this happens.
Right.
Because I know I'm gonna throw that again. Because I'm excited for him. Because I just think, like, the chances of me like trying to get out of here. You know what I mean? I just had enough of the thing and the culture, and I found myself all of a sudden in Hong Kong, Thailand, Philippines. I didn't travel. I didn't go anywhere. So I'm there, and I like culture, in case you didn't wonder. And I like I just have a love-hate relationship with controversy, because I like free thinking. I like people to speak their mind, speak their heart, get it out. And I think there's just some crazy, and it holds people back and it divides people. There's some crazy shit. You know, like race is one of them. It's like when you think about and you break it down to human culture and primitive thinking, it's insane. It makes no sense. When I was there and I was a minority and I'm like outside looking in, And I was watching the news and all the hate shit going on, and then you got the Asian hate thing and all the racist. And I was on the beach with some people, and I was drunk and I was just talking shit, and I felt love because I felt free to just get it all out. And they don't experience that, you know what I mean? It's weird, but it's a good thing if you get a Filipino wife, and I want to make that happen. And I'm not saying Filipino like, you know, you have fixation, like people think, oh, why didn't you marry some Mormon white girl here? And then I go to Asia. Like I didn't necessarily have anything, you know, like against white women or a thing for Asian women or anything like that. You know what I mean? It just happened the way it did. But what I'm saying is, going back to the music to tie all this in, the culture, the differences. Like in the Philippines, if they come to America, this is good what he's saying, and we'll get back to continue that thought because they want to know like the difference between East, West. Like we're in the Wild West.
So be real, slide in real quick. I couldn't really tell you about the West Coast culture because of a black guy much like that because I never been. No, this is Nevada, Las Vegas, and Utah's the furthest I've been on the West. So I couldn't tell you, you know, when it comes down to African American, a black guy what he experienced in California because I've never been to California. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could tell you about my experience as an African American growing up in the South. You know what I'm saying? In the South, because I'm from South Carolina.
Well, you know that show, Drink Champs?
Yeah.
I love. I was watching that. I was in the Philippines. Because of the drinking culture there, you know, and all the fiestas and all that. But
right.
But it kept me safe. I felt like, you know, like what's going on there, and I know. But okay, wait. I'm trying to tie this in. This is really important. This is good because we're gonna. I don't know what the time zone is there, but I want to call some people. You know what I mean? Philippines, if the time zone's good, and catch that vibe with them. But I want them to meet him because they want to come here. But you got to find a good girl, and they want to find a good guy. But they don't understand the differences. I mean, even Americans don't even understand. We're so different. I mean, East, West, and South. You know what I mean? So this is good for them to know. Like when I met him, I mean, like what he was saying, there's a hospitality. There's a different. The only farthest I went is to Arkansas. And that was short, and that wasn't a good experience, to be honest. So, well, it was a good experience when I woke up out of a coma, you know what I mean? And I was with a lot of people that took care of me, you know, black people, and I thought I was going to come back. I mean, it was different. It changed me. Like, I felt that was the good part. But the bad part was when I got there, and I don't get into the politics and the legal thing with my mom, but I got there, and it was a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to call it. I don't want to call it, I'd say redneck thing for lack of a better. But it's like, it was not a good vibe. I'm like, oh, fuck, you know, this is some corrupt. There's something wasn't right. And next thing I know, anyways, but that was my experience for South, West. But I always found myself more like feeling East Coast direct with people. Because the people in the West, and there's good and bad. I mean, not to hate on anything, but there's good and bad. But it's like, people in the East Coast, they may come across rude, but they're direct and open and honest, like how they feel more. In the West, they're kind of behind your back.
So you got to know. I just feel like I don't think it's rude. I just think you never lived over there, so you don't know. You gotta be. So if you there for 90 days, right? That means you get to understand them and the way they talk, and then you realize you be like, okay, they're not being rude. That's just the way they talk. It's the way they carry themselves. It's the way they talk. You know what I mean? That's just like when I come here, you know, it took me a while to adapt to the situation I was in. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not, I'm from the East Coast. I don't think it's rude, man. It's just the way we carry ourselves, man. You got to think about all the stuff that happened to a lot of African Americans over there in the East Coast. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you can't just, you know, of course they're gonna come up with a guard up. Because of the things that happened to them, that happened to the people before them, so they're gonna come off automatically with a protection, you know, with a guard, you know. Yeah. You know, they're gonna automatically come off. They nice, you know. You got some nice people over there.
That's some of the best people I met, like in growing up here. Even in Utah, we're from the East Coast. I'm thinking, I'm not from here. I could never figure out why I never felt kind of fit in. here, but being adopted and then, the Mormon religion and the politics.
Well, here's the thing.
stuff.
I think everybody got their own. Again, when I was talking to you the last time we was in here and we wasn't on the podcast, everybody got their own lane. You got to find out what your lane is. You see what I'm saying? I'm not a Mormon. I'm not from Utah, and I ain't trying to fit in. I just fit in my lane. You see what I'm saying? I stay in my lane.
But
I'm
I
not
think
trying
it's safe and good to just be who you are and be like...
Yeah, you got to be who you are. Because the minute you try to go over here and jump in this lane right here, you've never been over there. So, of course, it's going to come off weird.
Because then you're going to be around the wrong people anyways.
Well, no, it ain't even that. As an adult, as an adult, and I just feel like you don't put yourself in situations. That's just like me. I've been here 3 years, and I'm not finna go and jump in somebody else's lane. Nah, that just ain't my thing. I'm a Christian. I'm a Baptist. You know what I mean? So I'm not finna go jump into the Mormon churches and try to tell them, oh, this ain't right and that ain't right. I'm not finna do that. I will be out my aura. I will be out my lane. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay.
See, that's a good example. That's a good respectful.
I'm gonna stay in my lane.
Because I thought a lot of people come here and they're thinking, oh,
Give me a second. I'm gonna stay in my lane. You see what I'm saying? And so the good thing about today is you have technology. I'm a Christian. I'm a Baptist, right? So even if I can't find a church here that's like that, I can go on my phone and have church. You see what I'm saying? I can become one with God, one-on-one with God. With my own inner, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not finna. I think people mess up, man, by trying to jump over here in this lane, pull over here from this lane, then try to pull over here. You gotta stay in your lane. That's just the only way. I think that's the only way I know how to. That's the only way I think I survive, by staying in my lane.
Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm just switching lanes or something.
Switching too many lanes.
Oh God, that's a good example.
Yeah, you switching too many lanes.
Look at her, she was get on me.
Yes.
But she always got to get on me. That's good. That's fine.
No,
but I love mixing it up. I like to switch lanes. I'm a lane switcher.
Ain't good.
I know, but no.
Yeah,
but that's true because I grew up. Number one, I grew up kind of adopted in a Mormon thing, and then when I left the Philippines,
so I hear you say that a lot, right? It seems like you're trying to find out your identity, and you haven't figured it out.
Well, I grew up. No, I'm feeling. Because if you identify yourself, your family, you love your family. I love my family, and I appreciate many things, the culture in Utah and all that. There's good things, so I'm not trying to hate on that, and that's good to have respect, like what you're saying, and stay in your lane. But when I was gone, they came looking for me, and they sent you. And then when I brought her, they tried to convert. They tried to get her back in. They tried to. Let me give you a real quick summary. I won't go into it too much, the drama, but I want to say, I'm a Christian. First of all, I want to just throw that out there. So, but I was raised Mormon, but I'm not. I had to leave that, and I'm a Christian. Thank God. When I got to Vegas and I learned, and I met just kind of, wow, that's a whole. So, but now I'm back as my family, and being raised Mormon and identifying with things that I really don't in my heart. I just can't get with that. But there are good people. And I'm thankful people everywhere, Mormon or not. So I have to say that. But when we came here, they tried to divide us. And even now, they're trying to, they try to convert her, trying to work on me. And I had a bad experience, even when I was in a coma. They're like, well, if you're not,
you know why they trying to do you like that? Because you did what? You went over there into their lane. I've been here for 3 years and I ain't had a church or a Mormon or nothing. Nobody came to me and tried to convert me or none of that.
Well,
you know why?
But
hold on, because I haven't been over there in their lane. And here's the thing, let me tell you something about family. Because I see you want to be with your family so bad. Let me tell you something about family. Family be the first one to bite you. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, family be the first one to bite you. I'm just gonna keep it real with you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Family be the first one to give you a hug, right? And put a knife dead in your back. And it's gonna hurt it's gonna hurt in another way because you trying to, man, listen, let me tell you, I told you the other day.
Give me a little bit.
She should be all you, that's all you need right there.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. That's it. You don't need nothing else.
But okay, here's the thing, my family. But I have a new family. I just found out my biological family. Thank God they're not. I mean, I'm not hating on Mormon or anything, but they're not Mormon. I thank God for that.
I love my family, but I know how to stay away from them too.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going through. I'm detaching right now. I'm going through a transition, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But I got to keep my boundaries, like you're saying, and I'm learning from people.
You got a wife, man. You know what I'm saying?
But she don't know this, and she's got to learn in a respectful way. And she's Roman Catholic, and that's all good. I'm Protestant. I was more Baptist, evangelical. Maybe I lean more historically Lutheran. I don't know, but it's all good. But I have the more of a, I don't want to say charismatic, but I just have, you know what I mean? I can, you know, we just go back to the family tree. We're Christian. It's real basic and simple.
I feel like there's a lot of routes you can get that you can take to get to God, as long as you get there. It don't matter what route you take, as long as you let him know, because we all are his kids. So he don't, if you Catholic, he brings you in. You Mormon, he brings you in. You Christian, you Baptist, he brings you in. It don't matter which way you going to him, just gotta let that man know what it is. You know what I mean? It don't matter which way. He didn't never tell nobody, hey, I don't like you because you this. Nah, he didn't tell nobody that. However you come to him, that's how he embrace it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's us down here running around here. Nah. I mean, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna get up and play God's still working on me. I ain't the best Christian, right? But God's still working on me, you know. But I will acknowledge him in the morning by playing my music, by praying, by thanking him. You know what I'm saying? And getting on through my week. But Sundays, I always acknowledge him. It don't matter how you acknowledge God, no matter what route you take, as long as you get into it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to stop being what you are. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got that relationship with God, you know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah. See, this is the fine line I'm dealing with. It's like, you know, that's a good it's a good example. I mean, but yeah, my situation, because of the background, family, identity thing, and coming away, and they try to get me back in the Mormon church, and I'm just not with that at all. And they even kind of did a racist thing, like, oh, you're going to the Philippines, we're never going to talk to you again. And
that'd be fine.
You know, and then they come back like, why'd you go marry
let me tell you something. Somebody got one time to tell me they ain't want to talk to me no more. Fine. You can go on about your business. I ain't mad at you. You know? My thing is just stand on it.
People hated on me here, religious politics, but the racial thing, all of it. And she knows this. I was married to a half Filipino for 20 years, schizophrenic. Tried to, you know what I mean? Had a that a whole other thing. But I had to move on, and it just happened. I met her and fell in love. It just happened. It wasn't like a race thing, but I thought, you know, I tried to marry some Mexican girl. I tried to marry, you know, a white girl. I married a white girl before. No, that's not a problem. It's not a race thing.
You know, I gotta give it to you raw. That's just how I am.
It's funny. It's comical.
But hold on though. I hear you talking about all these other women and all this stuff right here. Let me let you know how I know you ain't moved on yet, because you still talking about it.
Because I never got to talk about it. Here. Yeah. But I never got to talk about it because when I was here, and between all the drug culture, my kids, everything was going on, I had to get out of here. And I just left. And then next thing you know, I was isolated, no conversation, no the language, everything, the culture. I almost married some girl in Hong Kong, China, went to Thailand, and then I'm in Philippines, and I never got to, so now I'm finally reflecting back, like what happened to me? Maybe I went through a midlife crisis. But here the attitude was like, oh, you're too good for, why didn't you marry some Mormon girl? Why didn't you marry some white girl? And it didn't really matter. And she knows, I'm just saying, you gotta hear me out because I go on these trails. But she's just saying, she knows, like in a sense, not to say derogatory or bad, but I'm like, no, I didn't try, like for my health reasons and financially, it was the hardest place to go in the world, Philippines. That was a hard thing. It wasn't like, but my family kind of hated on me. Like, why would you do that to yourself? You deserve to die. That's what you get. And that really hurt me. You know, not accepting her and the race thing really fucking hurt me. And I'm coming to terms with that now, that because I never looked at it as a racial thing growing up. But I was kind of like, but when it came out, when I was there, it came out. And you know what I mean? And I always grew up kind of different, you know, kind of weird, eccentric, you know, fucking just a weird person. You know what I mean? And now I'm embracing it. I thank God that's what saved my ass. You know what I mean? I think God's a blessing. You know, some people think I'm Buddhist and shit, you know, because I went, and I like Asian decor and stuff. I'm like, fuck it. I look at it.
Get off of what people think.
Yeah, see that, but that, no, what I'm saying is,
you're not going to grow as a person if you keep thinking about what people think.
No, I'm not worried about that. Don't give her ammo, because but it invites.
Don't give her who?
Don't give her ammo.
I'm gonna be a real dude, man. No, that's one thing about me. I'm gonna be real.
But if you understand me, you know, it's
You
kind
know
of
what
like
I'm saying? I gotta say how I feel. That's just how I am.
but I'm trying to give you a rundown of kind of
That's
like
that's how a country guy really is.
Yeah.
You know, that's a southern guy. That's a southern guy. We gonna
But you
stand.
see how people.
I ain't trying to gas them. Man. I'm trying to give you some advice on what's real.
But check it out. No, I gotta not worry what people think. That's true.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. But what I'm saying is, I'm not. And then people are like, well, why do you open that door up then? Why do you play with that? The thing is, it opens up a door. And I do believe it has to do with the gospel. I do believe as a Christian, it opens up the door. It's a reaction. It's kind of like Kanye doing some weird shit, and people thinking he's, you know what I mean?
Everybody think what Kanye doing is weird until you pay attention.
Yeah, but I guarantee, like he's sitting here, he might, you know, who knows? Who cares? But I can guarantee, I would fit in. We're in good company. People might hate on him and we think we're shit, but he's, and I
don't hate on him. I pick up exactly what he doing.
Let's use him as an example.
I'm just letting you talk. You touch the bases on it. And I got to give you my opinion of it.
That's what's good.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what's good.
So I don't think what Kanye doing is weird. I think this is what I think. Kanye is opening everybody's eyes on materialistic things and spending your money on people who don't care about you.
There you go. So I bring up it as an example because I was in the Philippines. She thought I'm going crazy. And that's why I want her to understand the difference. But it's good, you know, be yourself. Don't need to, you have to adapt to culture. Even I'm still trying to adapt to you know, I'm from here, and I don't think I ever will in a sense. But you just know what lane. That's a good thing. See, we just got right into it, just like that, and that's good. Anyway, we'll go on to the music, but that's so good. I want her to experience because she'll be like, oh, Corey, they gotta accommodate. No, you don't have to accommodate. These people just stay in your lane. That's what I'm trying to say. And I might have my weird thing, but it opens up a door. It's an opportunity. I know I'm comfortable, you know what I mean, and accept other people. But if you get down deep at the heart of it, that brings people together, you realize it's not that different. What divides us is superficial. That's what I want to try to capture. And she's a good example, all the way from the Philippines to here, and then tie in West, East, South. But meeting a girl, real quick, and I'll shut up, just tie it all in and get it all out now. But meeting somebody, it's fascinating because I was a vlogger and I had people in the Philippines and I just had somebody now. And you can, whether it's her sister or me, somebody, not because because there's a good and bad thing, but when they come to America, it's good. And Sylvia, she's from the West. She can give a good example, like West Coast or meet another guy or something. But he's good, represent South, but it's very educational. I think it's interesting to learn, even from Filipino standpoint. When they're looking at here and they're going to come here, if you do meet somebody, there are differences, East, West, South America is kind of, and then the news going on, all the news shit. It's how do you make sense of that? Because I was around a lot of foreigners and they're thinking, wow, what a circus. What's going on in America? And it's just hard. I mean, there's good things, but anyways, that's one of the music. All right, catch some music. All right, let's see, get back. Juvenile. You woke up.
So this is how I was feeling today. If you listen to the song or what what I'm saying, this is how I was feeling today when I woke up. I wanted to hear Juvenile today. Now tomorrow I might be on something else. Monday I might want to listen to something else when I wake up to get dressed. But Juvenile is one of my favorite rappers, man. And he got a song out back in the day called 400 Degrees. And it's just a song that gets you going. If you never heard it before, you have to listen to it. It gets you going, man. I'm from the South, so it gets you going. I can relate to what he's saying because I done seen it. Because he's from the South and I'm from the South. I can relate to what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's just not, it might not be that. There's a lot of artists out there that I listen to.
Outkast, by the way, Outkast. I'll show you the video. You remember?
Outkast is from the South.
You'll remember later, but he's talented. I mean, Big Boy and what's his name?
Andre 3000.
I'll show you. Because Outkast. That's a good.
I mean, Outkast basically broke the way for the South to come in to rap. You know what I'm saying? Because it was people from the South that wasn't spitting like guys from New York City. Yeah. So when Outkast came along, man, it was like, oh man, okay. You know what I mean? That's because that's pretty much the culture where I'm from, man.
I get excited about it. I know she's looking at me. It's funny. It's not just the music. I don't know. There's something about it's exciting. I miss the 80s and I don't know. It's just Outkast, the producers. That's a good example. How they formed together. before you know what I mean. They had
Juvenile is the original member from the Hot Boys. The Hot Boys.
I don't know much of Juvenile as much. I underestimate him then.
So you know Lil Wayne, the Hot Boys?
Yeah.
So Juvenile is a rapper from the Hot Boys out that group.
And Lil Wayne, he's not. People might think he's some stupid guy or something, but it's like
I don't never think Lil Wayne's stupid. I think Lil Wayne's one of the smartest people in America.
That's what I'm saying. they portray. So that's what I'm trying to give you a rundown of me as a character. I have my introvert, like I'm very kind of shy, but weird, eccentric, and weird in a good way, I think. And I'm just coming to terms with that myself. Like I'm all in good company. You know what I mean? And I'm giving examples like Kanye to Lil Wayne. Genius. I mean, these people are thinkers.
Man.
They're fucking thinkers. They'll stay here and we'll have a good conversation.
Lil Wayne is a genius, man. And one thing I like about Lil Wayne is I'm a big guy, you know, 6'3", you know, but Lil Wayne, to me, he's a big guy too, because he will let you know from the jump, like, yo, you ain't finna talk to me like that, you ain't finna handle me like that, don't ask me what's in my cup. You feel me?
Yeah. That's what shocked me when I
was. That's what I like about Lil Wayne.
In interviews, they expect him just to be some dumb guy. It's like, and he just spit out some stuff. It's like, and he's like, fuck that. You know, I like that. I think it's a good. They know who they are, and they're just you know, they speak out, and you don't expect it, but they got a good mind.
Yeah, man.
You know, we all do. I mean, I think, you know, shit I've been through in trauma and mental issues. That's why I love Kanye in a way. It's like, yeah, he's shaking things up. It's like, oh. You know, I mean, there's weird people. I mean,
I think Kanye, I don't call it weird. I think Kanye is a genius. You know what I'm saying? You really have to pay attention to how he moving and the things that he actually, like with the clothes and stuff. Like, he pretty much letting you know it's the name that you're buying, and you know, and the people, the name that you're buying and things like that. These people don't care. They don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you buy Kanye clothes, Kanye, he literally care. He care about it. So
yeah, it makes me sad because I see these people are like really deep and good thinkers and society. And
what make you sad about that?
Well, because of how society just realized mass, you know what I mean, derogatory. They look at crazy as a bad thing.
But see, let me tell you the difference in what you saying about Kanye and them and what I'm saying. You calling that man crazy.
No, I'm telling you
that's how social media mess with your mind.
See,
in your vocabulary just now, your delivery is saying crazy. But notice how I'm saying he's a genius.
No, I'm saying that too. I'm saying the opposite. Get me right.
Yeah.
No, understand me. I'm exposing the stereotype. The mass. I'm trying to. No, I'm with you. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think you're totally missing. No, that's what I'm saying. The mass. If you want to look in a derogatory, bad way of mass, you know, society, social media, the stereotypes is, you know, psychosis in a bad way. But no, it's like, in a good way, it's fucking genius. Like, if you go through shit, and I identify myself, I'm giving you examples of people. I don't mean that, you know, the race thing or black, whatever. It doesn't matter white or black. There are people that are looked at, stereotyped as very weird and crazy, but they're not. They're deep thinkers. And that's what I'm trying to reach.
Oh, okay, I get what
I'm trying to connect the people to, like, not look at all these things that divide us and to get at the essence of, like, we're in good company. You know, there's some fucked up shit going on social media. I mean, the mass society that's trying to do this, and then people are just jumping on bandwagons. They're not being real, true to themselves and thinking. But when we, instead of hiding, isolating, like, I don't want to do it, you know, I get that, but I'm looking to you because it brings that out of me, my natural element, to expose and just be outspoken and say, hey, no, we're in good company. I got nothing to be afraid of. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, no, this is actually St. George, Utah, man. So
and here we are in Southern Utah. Nobody expects us to be
like,
here.
But like, you got to think about what's there to be scared of right now. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
oh god.
Hey, I mean, I feel like if you don't put yourself around a situation or get a situation sparked up, ain't nothing to be afraid of. Nobody should live in fear at all.
No, I'm not trying to just, you know, shake things out of your head. I feel freedom. I mean, I'm back, and I feel free to, I feel committed, convicted. As a Christian, I feel like open up those doors, bring people together, because there's a lot of people that are not saying anything or feeling, you know, they're not being real.
I mean, that's a big task, man.
I know,
to try to bring people together, man. I think
I'm the last
I
kind
think
of
the biggest
person,
thing this is the biggest thing for me, man. I think if you try to be an example to people, man, then that's the way to help. Almost everybody that ever tried to bring people together ended up assassinated.
Well, I was already dead one time ago, but
you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
But you're really alive though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
thank God. I mean, it's a miracle.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a big task, man.
If you look at my fucking X-ray, my body is like you wouldn't believe it. And
it's a lot of people. I think, man, that you able to be, you able to move around though. A lot of people, some people, they can't. Like two of my clients, they can't move.
Look at this shit. I mean, I'm not making it up. Like,
I feel you, bro. You ain't got to show me none of your body parts on the, you know what I'm saying?
My God.
But listen, cause see, you know what I'm saying. So I'm a DSP. So I'm a DSP 3 days out of the week, which is a direct support professional. I am talking about two guys who cannot get up and get out their bed to go to the bathroom, bro. You're able to move around.
Yeah.
So you got to stop feeling like
I'm gratitude. I'm thankful. It's a miracle. I thank God.
I just seen you riding. I just seen you riding the other day. Them guys that I deal with, they can't do that.
And I don't even know, and I shouldn't be doing it. The doctor's like, no, I have a fused arm, a prosthetic hip. And
if a doctor listen, here's the thing. If a doctor tell you that you can't do something like that, bro, you just seen yourself do it.
I'm just thankful that's why I do it. But I do got to be safe. It is kind of dangerous and fucked up.
You look like you could ride that thing real fine and well. Don't seem like nothing wrong,
Yeah.
I think you gonna be all right, man. I think staying active, bro, and just getting out and doing things.
That's what I got to do.
Don't let nobody tell you.
That's why we got to go.
Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something. Get out and do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure these guys that I work with, if they can get out and go to the bathroom or out to the stop sign, they would.
Because that was me. I lived 6 months just couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, man, you gonna be all right, man. I think you gonna be all right, man.
But anyway, that's where I'm coming from now. You understand, family thing. It's all good. I'm just getting a lot of hate, and it's all fucking good. I'm a good.
Well,
I'm on the same.
You know what hate mean? When people hate on you, that means you doing something right. You see what I'm saying?
And I knew that when I met you. I knew that.
Because I'm a Southern guy, man. We got to tell you, man, so you'll know. Listen, when people hate on you, that means you doing something right. That mean they wish they could be you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be real with you, bro.
We just have
the Philippine women are some of the most beautiful women on this earth.
Yeah. See,
the African women, they're some of the most beautiful women on this earth.
I almost got married.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, so of course, somebody who can't marry what you just, they ain't got what you got, so they gonna hate on you.
See, they're gonna hate on you, Jay. That's why I did this.
You see what I'm saying?
Jungle Love. Remember the time, Prince? The time, Jungle Love. I just started a new vlog. I was Drunken PANDA before. And now I started a new Jungle Love. I should like it, but it's true. They're fucking just hating. You know what I mean?
Man, you gotta love it, man. Because here's the thing. That means you doing something right. I'm doing something that you wish you gotta say. You gotta think in your head when people hate on you, right?
My big mouth. I love you.
Check this out. When people hate on you, you gotta say, you know what? I'm doing something that you really want to do. That's how you gotta look at them. See, they doing something. They wish they had with but they wish they had this. You know what I'm saying? They got what you got, bro.
They don't know I got this.
You gotta be, man. You gotta thank God, man.
Every day,
because you done been in some worse situations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta thank God, man.
Some crazy shit. He's probably seen some crazy shit.
I done seen some crazy shit. I done been through some things too. But here's the thing: I no longer bring those situations up unless I'm trying to help encourage somebody.
Exactly. Yeah.
But other than that, I'm steady pushing forward.
Yeah.
I'm steady pushing forward.
And that's what I'm looking for. I'm just being outspoken on the wine too.
I'm listening to you.
But hey, I need that support. She needs it because we've been hated on. You know what I mean? And
you've been doing something good.
So we're doing good.
I'm thankful. I love the haters. You know what I'm saying? That let me know, hey, look. That mean look. You hate me so much you want to be like me. You know what I'm saying? You wish you was me.
We're doing something good.
You're doing something. Trust me.
Thank you.
If you ain't got nobody hating on you,
we are in good company.
Then that mean, listen. If you ain't got nobody hating on you, that mean you might want to reevaluate yourself.
Okay, you understand? That's what I'm trying to get. Like, be ourselves. It's okay. We can't change those things. It's nothing we're doing, wrong. We can't switch lanes and be all things to all people. We try. It's good to respect that, but I want her to know for like. Because we're spinning our wheels, spending time trying to focus our energy on the destructive. We got to build, look forward, like you're saying, and look for that support. But we need to, hear it. I thank you. Bam. Thank you.